Welcome to the Geelong Zone. My name is Coach Lucas, or Lucas, if anyone is wondering. We are here to talk about the Adelaide CBD, the night-style life of Adelaide, just the CBD. I won't be discussing outer suburbs or anything like that. So just the city, just the main city of Adelaide, the CBD. I'll be talking about that. What's it like? Where do I go? How often I go? What I do there, and whatnot. So let's begin. Before I go on to it, again, I know this is not a Geelong channel, but we try to post as much videos as we can to keep the channel going. I said that during the Mick Sweeney video, so I appreciate the likes and the views and that. Thank you so much. So we'll go straight into it. So what is it like in the Adelaide CBD? Well, we'll start with the weekdays, Monday to Thursday, and it's pretty dead. It's pretty dead. It's very quiet. There's absolutely nothing open. Everything is shut before 8 p.m. There's the odd club. The clubs are open, but no one will go there because it's a work day. Unlike Melbourne, where it's extremely busy, even though it's Monday to Thursday, it's still extremely busy in clubs. In Adelaide, it's completely opposite. It is dead, very, very dead. The famous Rundle Mall Walk, or area where it's just one long straight with shops on left and right. That's relatively busy at some times. But Monday to Thursday, if you're looking to come to a holiday to Adelaide, don't do Monday to Thursday because there is nothing open. After 5, I said 8, so I was being kind there, 5. After 5 p.m, there is nothing open. Friday, Saturdays is a little bit different because that's when people don't have to work, or most people don't have to work. And that can be very busy, especially a Friday night can be very busy. Saturday night, I'd say Friday night, Saturday night is the most busiest time if you're looking to do something in the CBD of Adelaide. A Friday night, Saturday night are your best bets. Sunday is just like a Monday to Thursday. Dead at times. Nothing's really on, even though the clubs are open. No one goes there because it's work. The next day is work. So your best bet if you want to come to a holiday in Adelaide is Friday and Saturday, 2 days, unlike Melbourne where everything is open all the time and there's heaps of people, especially Gold Coast. It's a very busy area or busy town or city, especially Surfers Paradise. But Adelaide, the Adelaide CBD, it is not. It is completely opposite. What I do there and how often do I go there? I go there every day, or almost every day, quite regularly actually. I will catch a bus or sometimes a bus to a train or sometimes just a bus to the city. There's multiple ways I can get there. Usually I just catch the bus to the train station. If I'm late, I'll just catch the bus straight to the city. It literally takes about an hour by bus, half an hour, 40 minutes by bus, then train, then to the city. It's not that far. It's probably, if you were to drive, it's probably a 40-minute drive. So it's not that far, How often, like I said, how often do I go? I go all the time, especially during cricket matches, footy matches. I like to hang out at Rundle Mall a lot. I'm very closely linked to my old cricket club, Adelaide Uni. I go in the uni sheds quite often. I'm there actually every day when I'm in the city. I'll have a quick bite to eat in there. Or I'll buy something from like KFC or McDonald's or whatnot, and I'll eat in there in the shed. So I'm there quite regularly. Sometimes it doesn't have to be for cricket. I'm just there just to have a look around. So Rundle Mall, like I said, Rundle Mall's like just got stacks of shops on the left and the right. It's probably a 20-minute walk, like from one end to the other. It's probably a 20-minute walk. So it's pretty long. If you want to take your time, it's a good way to kill time if you're waiting for something, which I quite regularly do. But no, I'll go and I'll have a look around. You might think, well, why are you there every day having a look around? Doesn't it get boring? Well, it does at times, but at the same time, I feel safe. I feel very safe in the city, even though there's a lot of crime in the city. But I feel it's kind of like my home. I played cricket there for my club uni for over 15 years. So 15 years I've been going to the city playing cricket. I feel safe there. I feel like it's my home. I'm going to feel very sad because in the next month or two, I'll be moving to the Barossa. It's just going to take me away from the city. For reference, the Barossa to the city is an hour and a half drive. I'm not driving yet. I'm on my L's. I've actually done my L's. I've done the requirements of 72 hours. I've got to do the walk test, which is to get the P's. But at that same time, I'm not comfortable driving an hour and a half every day to the city. That's a real shame. That's a real shame. I would love to live around here. I'm renting here at the moment, but prices are too high and we had to backtrack, sadly, which I'm not happy about. But what can you do? But I could probably do another video on that and speak an hour on it, how unhappy I will be, but we haven't got time for that. I just want this to be a 15, 20-minute video. So yeah, I go up and down, look at shops. I don't really buy much. I don't buy anything. It is expensive, to be honest. It is very more expensive than metro areas like where I am now. Like Coles, still the same prices, but I'm talking about, clothing shops. It is more expensive. Food vendors, it is more expensive than metropolitan areas. And it's a city, so it's fair enough. Restaurants are very expensive compared to metropolitan areas, very expensive. For reference, fish and chips in the city might be $25. Here, it'd be probably around about $16, $17. So it is fairly more expensive, is why I don't really buy much down there. And if I do, it's stuff from Coles or KFC where the prices are the same. Now, how safe is it? Well, it can be subjective because I've never had a problem with anyone down there. Like I said, I go there quite frequently, probably 3 times a week. I've never once had a problem for the 10 years I've been going to the city. Never had a problem with anybody. You might get the odd drunk or the odd druggie, talking to themselves, yelling to themselves. They might ask you for some advice. But I've never had a problem. I've had people ask me for money, people on benches. That's as bad as it probably will get. People ask you money, but I've never had anyone really lash out at me. Having said that, I don't hang around there till 2, 3 a.m. Where the bad stuff does happen. So again, that's a bit biased and a bit subjective from me because I'll probably spend about 8 hours in the city, 8, 9 hours in the city. If there's a cricket game, probably 10 or 11. There's places I do like going, and I feel very safe. I do like going to the casino. I love going to the casino. They have a good nightclub there called the District. Again, it is dead between Sunday and Thursday, absolutely dead. If you're looking for women or dancing or whatnot, don't bother. Friday night, Saturday night, they have a band. They have like 3, 4 bands playing, and they go to like 5 a.m. I don't go that late because I have to get home and I don't drive yet. But when I drive, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I could always sleep in the uni shed if it all goes very well. That'd be exciting, bringing a woman back to a shed. But it's not really a shed. It's a clubhouse where I used to play at. So it's all good. But it'd still be pretty awkward. I'm not taking a woman back an hour and a half down where I live and then bringing her back the next day. I'm not fucking doing that. I don't care fucking how good looking she looks or what she wants to do. That ain't gonna happen. So sorry, uni shed will do. But no, look, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. That's where you want to be. Like I said, I go there all the time, every Friday, Saturday night to the casino, to the nightclub. I don't spend till 1 a.m. because I have to get back. And the the transport stinks in this state. I don't know what it's like to Melbourne, but as soon as it goes past 11:30, there is no more trains until 7:30 the next morning, which makes me shit out of luck. Because who the fuck wants to leave a nightclub at 11:30? I sure don't. So what do I do in this nightclub? Well, I just, the band's playing. I like to get up the front. I'll have a drink or two, a vodka cruiser or two, or whatnot. Then you just move to the music. The bands that play there, basically, like they just do Australian bands or well-known songs, like Weezer or Paul Kelly, Out the Door. So music like that, nothing new age, nothing Taylor Swift or anything, just mainly 80s and 90s and 2000 power hits. If they sing the song, most likely you know it, like Country Road, Madonna, music like that. So nothing too, techno or rap. But they will book rappers, local rappers or techno DJs. But usually bands play Australian rock songs or well-known hits. So I'll go up the front. I'll have a vodka cruiser or a vodka and juice, whatever. I'll have a couple. I'm not a huge drinker, not really. I'll probably have two, and that's it for me. And then I'll leave at 11:30. I'll catch the last train. So that's basically where I go. I do stay away from some areas at night. Hindley Street is one of them. That's a pretty notorious area. It's like King's Cross in Sydney. Can be. There's trouble. If there's trouble in the city, in the CBD, that will be the street. I try to avoid that area at all times. Walking by yourself at 2, 3 a.m. is definitely a no-go. I know some people that have done that and they've been harassed. So best not to do that unless you're in a group of 2 or 3. So definitely avoid. But having said that, there is a police station these days at Hindley Street, and when I leave at 11:30, there's always someone getting carried into that police station. But that doesn't stop people from getting drunk, having a bit of Dutch courage and throwing punches, which does happen a lot in the CBD at Hindley Street at that time of night. So it's on the news everywhere, every day. It gets that bad. Sometimes I don't even report it. So avoid that area, Hindley Street at night. If you do want to go to Adelaide, there are some good nightclubs there. The Woolshed is basically for your 20s, 30s, 40s. It's not really for 18, 19. There are other clubs for that. So there's different clubs for different age demographics. Of course, you have to be over 18 in each club. But there's something for everybody. There's even something for 60, 70-year-olds. Near the River Torrens, there's a boat restaurant called Jolly. Look it up. And most of the old people go in there. It is fucking expensive. I've been in there once. I ordered a ravioli, and it cost me $45. So I'd be prepared to pay up. That is insane compared to a ravioli here in metropolitan area, which would be $18. So, you're in the city, you got to pay premium. Where else do I go? Like I said, my uni club. Again, I feel safe going down there. I've been going down there for 10, 15 years. While I've been playing there, though I'm not playing now. I'm retired. I'm into coaching. I'm not coaching, but hopefully next year I can be. And that's for cricket, by the way. I am wearing the hat. I always wear the hat. Again, I feel safe. I feel home there. Though over the years, players come and go. You make good friendship with players, but they move on. So it is tough, to be around the new players because they think, who the fuck is this? But there are some older players down there that I really like seeing. I really enjoy hanging out with. So I hang a lot around there. Places I like to go, also Adelaide Oval when there's a cricket game on. I'll always go see the Redbacks. I think people know by now I'm a passionate Redbacks fan. Cricket is my number one sport, not AFL. I've said on previous channels, what would you rather, a Redbacks Sheffield Shield title or Geelong winning the premiership? I will take the Sheffield Shield all day long. I will definitely take the Sheffield Shield all day long now that we stink again. Can't win a damn game. 30 years, you might as well fucking fold them for another 29 years. That's the way they're going. I went to the Sheffield Shield last week. Labuschagne put on 100. Khawaja made one runs. We absolutely stink. So, yes, I will take a Shield over a premiership. Now that I will. Back in March, we had to wait 30 years. And then I thought, oh, well, we've won one. We'll be a powerhouse. No, we were the biggest one-hit wonder since Taylor Swift's Fearless Love Story. So that's no good for me. So turn into a Redbacks rant. So that's it for me with the Redbacks. But I'll go to Adelaide Oval whenever I can. Adelaide Oval is open 24/7. People actually don't know this. They do hold parties and events there even at 3, 4 a.m. There's always a member of staff and a guard, always. So it's always open. So if you want to go to Adelaide Oval at 4 a.m., the lights are always on. You're more than welcome to. I don't because I can't get back home, but it's always open. It's 24/7. There's always something bloody going on there. I've been to their functions a couple of times. 10 years ago, I went to the State Premier League Awards. It's changed since then. It's just the transformation in the last decade of that Oval has just been unbelievable. Some things I don't like. Some things I do like. I like the old scoreboard that has to stay. I like the Oval that just has to stay. I don't like the corporate stuff about it. But that's new age, you're going to get that with new technology, new age. Sometimes Adelaide Oval can be a little bit too corporate, like the MCG. Adelaide Oval wasn't really like that back 10 years ago. It was for everybody, but like I said, the whole corporate events all the time at Adelaide Oval, functions, never really did that before the development. They actually never did that at all because you couldn't. You couldn't do that. There was no room. So it was just a change room, a room up the top, which is still there. Like now it's just rooms everywhere where you can dance, where you can have I went to the Sheffield Shield last week. There was Oktoberfest. I had an Oktoberfest at Adelaide Oval. Can you believe that? So that stuff I don't really like, especially when it's interfering in the cricket. I went last week. Like I said, I went last week, and all you heard was Oktoberfest. Yeah, there were 5,000 people in the stadium watching the Sheffield Shield game, but 4,500 were at the event, Oktoberfest. There was loud music, and it kind of put me off the cricket. So that stuff I do not like. Where else do I go? What else can you go? I like going to Glenelg Beach. That's a city beach. You catch a tram. Not these days because we're doing the road. That seems like it's taken 100 fucking years. The transport world is shit here. It's pretty shit. Especially if you're going down South Road, it is a fucking nightmare. You will literally take 1 hour to go 5Ks. If you're on South Road, it will take you 1 hour to get to fucking 5Ks. Trust me on that. Kyri from the Hoops Crew and Kyri that's been on here quite often work on that road. Quite often works and travels on that road. He won't get home till midnight at times, and he leaves at 5:30. That's how bad it is, for crying out loud. And that's going under a redevelopment. I think that's almost finished. I think that will be open. So we'll see if that cuts times. When it costs millions and billions of dollars to expand a road, you would think it would cut the times. So we'll see about South Road, see if that actually happens, or you're there for another hour for 5Ks doing fuck all in the car. But what else? You got the State Museum, State Library. It's actually a pretty big fucking library, to be honest. It's probably the biggest one in South Australia, to be honest. They've got 3 levels underground. Why you need so many fucking books, I've got no idea. But there's 3 levels underground. There's 3 levels up the top. It's a huge It's a huge library. You've got the uni building. I'm a former player. I'm a life member. I can go into uni building. Whenever I want, I've got a key code. So that also comes in handy, but I don't really go down there anyway. So it's not a problem. Multiple food courts, like I said, Rundle Mall. There's about fucking 5 different food courts. What there isn't much of is PowerPoints. Now you might think, and that's a weird thing, PowerPoints. If you need to charge your phone, you are fucking dead out of luck. It's very limited. If you want to charge your phone, I have to walk 20 minutes down the road to my uni club to charge a phone. Because PowerPoints are limited in the CBD. That is the only real thing you want to complain about. So if you need to charge your phone, you are shit out of luck. Even at Adelaide Oval, it's limited. So I did that a couple of times. Well, Adelaide Oval was close to my uni club anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But there are a couple of PowerPoints at Adelaide Oval if you want to charge your phone. But you have to stand there for about 30 minutes. So to each his own, but shit out of luck if you want to charge it in Rundle Mall. They have those little. They don't have like power plugs, but they have like USB chargers, and they will not charge your phone. They just keeps the phone going, or keeps the battery the same. Doesn't recharge. It takes about fucking 10 hours. Traffic there is always busy, because people like to work in the city. I'm one of those people that loves to work in the city when I did work, but no, it's a pretty relaxed, lazy city, especially Sundays to Thursdays. So go there Friday night, go there Saturday night, have a good time, have a great time. Like I said, I'm always at the casino at those times. I do not gamble, but I just like going to the nightclubs, the dancing and the topless women. But anyway, we're going to get copyright strike for that. No, there's no topless women. It's an 18 plus, but it's not like that. There are clubs in Hindley Street that are like that, where there's girls dancing topless and whatnot. But I don't go to them. That doesn't really interest me. I went down there once about 10 years ago when I was a 21-year-old. Really wasn't what I thought it would be. Imagine going into a fucking strip club and you can't even touch. What the fuck is that about? That is some bullshit right there. Yeah, they expect you to pay money for a lap dance. But anyway, didn't go in there again. Still there, by the way. That will never change. That's always got fucking cops running in there, dragging people out, security punching people. But yeah, not really for me. I try to avoid those scenes. So mainly the casino for me and Rundle Mall. Good places to hang out. Good. One big shopping centre. Think of it as one big shopping centre that goes for 20 minutes straight down the road. But anyway, that has been the Geelong Zone. This has nothing to do with AFL or Geelong, but neither was my Mick Sweeney video. Yet, for some strange reason, that is my most watched video. And that's not how I wanted this channel to be. But it is what it is. You'll take it. Thank you for watching. This has been Geelong Zone. Links in the description up below for Kyri's Red Dawn channel, for the Jumper Punch, Scott and Kyri's Twitter, my Twitter, all in the link below in the description. He's not had a good time, Kyri. Liverpool stink at the moment. And yeah, we're in 2025 and Manchester United are doing better than Liverpool. Who would have thought that? But anyway, he's not going to like that. But no, check out his channel. I'm sure he'll be raging if they keep losing. But anyway, no, this has been the Geelong Zone. Check out Adelaide Oval. Check out the Adelaide CBD, and we will see you next time. Goodbye for now.